Welcome again, anybody. Today we are going to speak about the special venture pressure that the SEC is developing for growing higher guidelines around the crypto industry, offering clear guidance for banks in an effort to begin the use of this in their price flows. We additionally have some statistics around Bank of America. We're going to just in short touch on of path, what Brad Garlinghouse stated in Trump meeting. Jay Claver goes to break down whilst accessing blockchain tech for institutions. People forget about key factors of multi-signature on the XRP ledger, and we've a few different portions of information that we're going to speak about in this video. So allows cross beforehand and start right here and communicate to us a touch bit approximately what is occurring with SAB 121. Let's speak accounting information right here, because I'm looking at this tweet from Hester Peirce. As I referred to, she's been nicknamed the crypto mother, she says, by SAB 121. It's not been fun. SEC, Gov Team of Workers, accounting bolt number 122. What's happening right here? Yeah, I mean, as Mike said, Hester Peirce and Mark Uater are now of the 3 commissioners left within the SEC. They're purported to be 5. We were given to watch for Paul Atkins to possibly be showed. But what this did, what SAB 121 did, you may argue perhaps the SEC had proper intentions. A lot of humans in the crypto enterprise would say they'd bad intentions. But what it did is it said that if you hold in crypto, if you're custodying crypto, suppose massive Bank of New York Mellon, they custody $50 trillion in belongings. They do not have $50 trillion on the balance sheet. But in case you're going to custody crypto, you acquire to put that as a legal responsibility. And which means in case you're a bank, they have a lot of regulatory requirements. They must hold regulatory capital. So like the fees they might earn from custodying those assets do now not even come close to offsetting the regulatory charges of like holding belongings to offset that. So basically what it did is it functionally made it illegal for TradFi institutions to play within the crypto area and custody crypto assets, no matter many of these banks trying to get involved. They see the cash that Coinbase and those different humans are making, but casting off, which means the TradFi players are available. I additionally suppose it's likely going to purpose people like Coinbase and Kraken and Gemini. Right now you've got them trading those property and custodying them. That's not how it works in TradFi. The New York Stock Exchange does not custody your asset. There's other platforms that do it. I assume there's going to be separation there. We're already seeing trickle consequences, but we're going to see plenty more come down from this repeal. James, I'd love to convey it into your wheelhouse of ETFs. I've lost track of what number of crypto-associated ETF applications we've visible. But I'm thinking out of your perspective how a good deal the pendulum genuinely has swung as far as these packages touchdown with the SEC. I mean, can we assume genuinely just a rubber stamp for they all, or will there be some pushback about, good day, do we really need a double-levered bonk ETF? Great name out. That issue was filed the day gone by. I imply, so what we are seeing is a group of these issuers, in particular issuers, that type of pass after the greater exotic area of the ETP market, are pushing the bounds to see what this SEC is going to permit. And I suppose it is essentially going to be decided by way of a Hester character at Crypto Task Force, approximately like what regulations are we going to have round assets that can be placed within the ETP wrapper. I don't think it's a sure these items are going to get accredited. I suppose it is likely that lots of factors are going to get permitted, but they are going to draw the line somewhere. I don't know if that is going to be a marketplace cap or how those belongings come to marketplace, or who knows precisely what they may be going to come up with. However, I don't think it will be a rubber stamp. All these items simply get via automatically. And truly, I suppose if that does occur, it might not be an excellent component. It is probably the pendulum, as you hinted, swinging completely too far to the opposite route. That's a splendid point. We don't want to overcorrect proper. We've had 4 years of simply silly policy. We do not need to move lower back the alternative way, proper. We want to ensure that the ETFs and the ETPs, electronically traded funds or electronically traded merchandise, are maybe top satisfactory, proper, because those are institutional or higher cease human beings like that are dealing in shares and one-of-a-kind bonds and things like that. Those are the people which might be going to be shopping for into these price range. Hard to say men, hard to mention. Of course, we know Bank of America. I've talked about this plenty. We do understand they're anticipating some approval from the SEC. Once Paul Atkins is in reality at the helm of the SEC, I might believe that they are going to offer these banks the steerage that they want to start with any luck using crypto in their price infrastructure. We recognize Bank of America has blockchain patents and a lot with actually Ripple and XRP on them. And, they've been ready. Second biggest financial institution in America. DZ Bank pioneers institutional and digital asset custody, imparting with Ripple custody, of their place. Z Financial Institution is pretty satisfied, and we're a chunk proud that we are one of the first banks in Germany which surely constructed and made their digital custody platform going stay. We can serve our customers managing agreement and custody of virtual belongings, specializing in crypto securities according to the German securities law. My call is Holger Meffert. I'm head of safety services and digital custody at DSAT Bank in Frankfurt. DSAT Bank is the largest German depository bank with an extent of 300 million belongings below depository. Beginning of 2023, we then decided that we must work together with Ripple Custody. So what we geared toward is locating an answer. This is as pleasant as included in current capital markets techniques to make it as green as possible. We started to put into effect, after 10 months, we're proud to have gone stay with the custody answer based on what Ripple is offering. We've gone stay with the custody answer as green as feasible. We commenced to put into effect, and then only after 10 months, we are proud to have long gone stay with the custody answer, primarily based on what Ripple is offering. We aim at introducing an answer for the custody and the settlement and control of digital belongings. Well, the structure of our answer evolves of root around shall we embrace the center, which is being capable of transact and administer wallets in this digital asset area on blockchains. Ripple Custody is one part. However, we've got additionally constructed a key infrastructure. We are operating with analytics vendors to research on blockchains, and we're planning on integrating our solution fully in the capital markets approaches that we already have at the site. Fully into the capital markets meant it's extremely good to peer a huge portion of banks understanding how essential this digital asset revolution is going to be. They understand that their clients are going to need. Listen, I pass back and forth with this with human beings. When I do stay chats on Tuesdays and Fridays at a 2.30 PSD. So if you ever want to enroll in that, the day gone by, we had like 2,000 humans hanging out. I was answering some questions, and long story brief, people have been announcing, it's no longer top that banks are going to need to custody your crypto property and such things as that. I said, I get that there is going to be a few human beings that don't believe banks to hold on to their crypto property. But while you're thinking about a larger part of the population, not anybody is going to be as clever as you are or as skilled as you're. They're going to be a little bit extra basic in relation to virtual belongings. Not everybody maybe puts in the same quantity of time as you do to truly understanding how the whole lot works and that they consider their financial institution proper. Their mortgage is on the financial institution, their credit scorecards are at the financial institution, they likely been on the bank for many years, you recognize. So there's a courting there, right? Especially in network banks or credit score unions, right? Smaller banks where anybody knows each other. This goes to play a vital function on onboarding the subsequent 500 million or 1,000 million human beings into the crypto market. And I, for one, would like to peer that. So I don't have any hassle with banks